Hey guys, Lynn Thomas coming to you with another episode of Holy Grail Finder Live. And this is actually going to be a two-part live. I'm going to do one part of the live here today and another part probably tomorrow. You're going to want to tune in. I'll try to post when I'm going to be doing it ahead of time for those of you who might be interested in being on live as opposed to listening to the replay. But this has been something that's been on my mind for quite a while. You know, when I started my home business and was really concerned about not having, the insurance that I'd been used to from a medical insurance perspective, in a traditional job. I'd grown up, for those of you who know that part of my story, I'd grown up as a military dependent, and so I had the best medical care in the world, and we didn't pay for that care. But, going on throughout my early career and, the more successful I became in my career, insurance just kind of came with it. And you start developing attitudes about what medical insurance is and what medical insurance is not. And so as a Christian home business owner, I want to be sure that I am understanding and I am sharing with my team members what that really looks like. And this is not going to be a talk about Obamacare, the evils of Obamacare. That's not what it's going to be about. You can find that kind of material anywhere. But what this is going to be about is, first of all, the understanding that medical insurance was never meant to be where you pay a flat fee and you're covered for anything, anytime, anywhere. That's something that evolved over time in our society, where medical insurance became, pretty much an umbrella policy for anything and everything, and you paid low deductibles, low everything. And in that process, the cost for medical care escalated in order to keep up with that insurance. It's a really strange dynamic. And as an aside, that same phenomenon occurred in the pet care industry, believe it or not. When pet insurance, pet medical insurance was introduced, then veterinary costs went up, in line with that. But so medical insurance is not meant to be this big umbrella policy covering everything, anywhere, anytime. And for those of you who may have left the traditional job world and you've left that insurance behind, then you're realizing that those medical costs are pretty extraordinary. And as a Christian, you're charged with taking care of your temple. But what medical insurance even before Obamacare did was separate you from your physician, and medical insurance is not supposed to do that. It put an insurance company with certain policies and practices between you and your physician, and you were not in charge of how much care you received, without them putting limitations financially on you. So that's something that as a Christian, as a home business owner, you really have the flexibility now to understand that medical insurance is supposed to be medical cost insurance. It is supposed to be a bridge that keeps you from falling into financial abyss if you have dramatic medical costs. Compare it, please, to homeowners insurance. If you own a home, if you have a mortgage on that home, you carry homeowners insurance. And even if you don't have a mortgage, you carry homeowners insurance if you're smart. And that homeowners insurance is not going to pay when your windows need to be replaced, or when your air conditioner, if you live in Texas, if it decides to go out in the summertime, they're not going to pay for that. If you have a car, you have insurance on that car. The car insurance company is not going to pay for you to register your vehicle. It is not going to pay, if something goes wrong or maintenance on that vehicle. Yet we do seem to, in our society, expect the medical insurance to do all of those things. So medical insurance is supposed to be medical cost insurance. It is supposed to keep you from that financial abyss. And you do have options. As a Christian home business owner, you have options that are not going to separate you from your doctor. They are not going to separate you from your beliefs. They're not going to have you paying for things that you do not want to pay for. And they're going to be choices that are within your financial, ability to pay without stretching that dollar too far. And I'm going to talk more about that tomorrow. So you want to catch back, here tomorrow for another live on that subject. But it's been bothering me for such a long time that people want medical insurance to be something that it's not, and that it was really never intended to be. So, for good or for bad, if you're in the home business industry, man, you've got it. You've got gold available to you. So, as a Christian, understand what it's supposed to be, understand what it's supposed to not be. And tomorrow, hit me back here and we'll talk about some options for you. And, if you haven't already done so, and, if you've got a home business, hit me up and let me know if you're interested in coming to Ray Higdon's Top Runner Academy. I've got a few tickets for that available and willing to hook you up. Got a special deal for those who hook up with me at that event. And if you're not on my newsletter, go over to holygrailfinder.com and get on that newsletter. And I want to hear your comments below, folks, on what your experience as a Christian home business owner has been with your medical insurance journey. Okay, that's it for tonight, guys. See you back here tomorrow for another episode of Holy Grail Finder Live. God bless, and don't forget to go light your lamp.